Good afternoon. Welcome to logic game number 2. So a typical game that you would see in computer programming to teach about logic and loops is the triangle. So in the premise on this program is that we're going to have a pickup area in which we're going to have a part just appear out of nowhere, and then we're going to place it on this triangular pattern. So the idea behind this program is to do as few coding steps as possible. So utilize loops, utilize offsets. Just like logic cell number 1, you have a download down below in the heading and the description for this video. Click that link and it'll bring you to Google Drive, in which you can download the zip folder for this cell, so you don't have to create this yourself. And also, just like logic cell number 1, everything is set up for you but for the actual programming of the actual logic. When you download the cell, open up the starter program. These are the areas that you're going to fill in. Now, do you have to use this? No, you do not have to use this. You can create your own program. Also part of this, if you go to select, there is a heading called Game 2 Answer Key. So in here, there is the answer or my answer to this problem. So let's watch this cell work so you can see exactly what you need to do when you program. Seconds so that we can see everything in place, and then it ends the program. So now what you need to do is to create this program for yourself. So let's run through the main things that you're going to be utilizing, or the main programs that you're going to utilize. Everything else is a variable and also a loop. So the basic idea is you're going to use the pickup area. You're going to use call game to pickup. So right here's game 2 part pickup, and then you're going to use call game part place, call game 2 part place. So those are the only two programs you're going to reference inside your save position. So let's go inside the game 2 part pickup just to see what's going on inside that. So I click enter, and inside here we're utilizing our frames. It's going to move to our position, which is the part pickup, and we're using the tool offset. So we have a safe position and then a non-safe position, which is going to be pickup. It's going to call the gripper close. It's going to wait a few seconds to allow that to actually happen, and then it's going to start the pickup program. Again, these two items are simulations within Roboguide. So if this is an actual pickup on an actual program, you would utilize the digital output or robot output to a solenoid to open and close the gripper, and you wouldn't utilize the start program pickup. So that's where that's a little bit different from real life and simulation. Simulation, you have to call an actual program because you had to teach the point, and in real life you would actually use a robot output and or a digital output for your end of arm tooling. So moving the safe position then, so that's utilizing the tool offsets with offsets as well, and then it moves up and then moves into the next position, which is game 2 part place. And inside here, it's moving to this first point, which is the taught point, and then it's going to have offsets built into this. So again, if you want to learn how to use the offsets, go to Advanced Offsets video number 1 and video number 2, and then we'll talk about how to offset things in the proper direction and proper way. Inside here then, we have our call gripper open, and then it waits for that, allows that to actually happen, and then it drops off the part in which it stays there. Again, these are simulated items. You would utilize a digital output or robot output in real life. Move to safe position, and then it moves out of the program and into the next portion. So if I go to game 2 answer, so here we have a bunch of variables that are being set up. Once again, if you want to try to figure out how to do this for yourself, the best way is to plan it out on a piece of paper by either writing down exactly what needs to happen or creating a flow chart. Then we have a loop, so a couple different loops. it is going to go down the column. So column number one, and then we have row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, and then it goes to column number 2, which has one less than column number 1. Then we have one less, all the way down to a single green rod. So that's where you're going to utilize a couple different offsets and a couple different registers in order to get to that position. So at any point, if you need help, just refer to game to answer, and it can help you if you are stuck. Once again, this is not the only way of programming this. There might be other ways to program this, just the way that I went about to program this.